Yo, what's going on, chat? I hope everybody's doing well. Now we're getting to our A matches. We have the Rally Shadows versus the Bushido Showguns. So it's going to be a very exciting match. These are two A matches, so these are our top divisional teams. So we're very excited to see how this is going to play out.
Okay, I'm absolutely excited to see this team play together because I personally have not watched the Showguns play together. They did say the first map is Hotel.
Should be getting started here really soon. It looks like everybody is on their respected team. Anyways, we're going to hop into this map one. We have Bravo. We have... Yeah, take it away.
All right, look at the Showguns. They're gonna be spawning on the good side here, but we're gonna have Bushido. I messed up my stuff on my own end here. But we have Shadows. They're gonna get the most time here on P1. Looks like Orbit's gonna be up here on Catwalk. Let's see if he's gonna get. He needs to get somebody up time here.
It looks like they do clean him off the point. It looks like the Shadows are trying to make the rotate for P2. It does look like the Showguns are going to break in and get a couple of scrap points off P1, but then Red comes in and cleans them up fairly quickly. So it looks like that Bushido did hold on, but wait, if you look, Infinite's in the back. They did end up managing to flip the spawns out, so it does look like the Shadows did get the rotation to P2 and to get the spawns. So we're going to be coming in here. The only one left in the back is Human, but now Showguns is spawning back there as well. So we're really getting some horizontal spawns right now coming in on the side of this P2. But that is 3 in the feed. Make that 4 in the feed. That is all 4 dead for the Showguns. They are going to spawn out. Now they're going to have to try to rotate and break this P2.
Oh yeah, we see a little bit of struggle coming from the Showguns here because they're just getting picked off one by one, and they're not hitting it as a team. They're just flying in there one at a time, and it's making it easy for the Shadows. Orbit does get one, but gets picked off by Swizz. They're gonna have to start making this rotation here. It looks like Showguns is already gonna have that rotation.
We have, if you look at the bottom of the map, of number 6 wins. That's a huge win over here down by Rec, cleaning them off new, but Rec is going to get pinched. There is 2 coming in the pinch right now. Rec's going to have to do his own to hold. Rec takes out 1. Rec takes out. Rec's dead. They get traded. Rex finally gets traded out. So it does look like Showguns is going to take control of P3 at the moment, but the Shadows are on the door knocking. We have Infinite coming in the back, Stunner in the side door. We're going to see if they break in here and clean this point out. Stunner is really playing his life. And Stunner gets taken out, but Infinite gets 1. Infinite's looking for the second. Human's gonna lay prone right there, and they get the second, and they clean them off the point. That is a very fast and easy break on the side of the Shadows. Now the Showguns are scrambling and they're spawning out, so they're really gonna have to try to fight to get back to this P3. But right now they are gonna be down about 90 points. Wow, I mean, to be honest, man, the Shadows are just looking really dominant right now. They're out rotating. If they do get out rotated, they're breaking the hills within probably 5 seconds of it popping. They're just doing an incredible job right here getting into these points.
Yeah, and it does look like the Showguns are already going to be rotated over here to the P4. But I mean, they're just getting. I mean, these numbers are showing for themselves. I mean, you got Human at 0-7, and unfortunately, we don't like to see that. But
at 2-10, that's unfortunately they're just getting outslayed and out rotated.
Yeah, and I mean, and this Hardpoint's all about getting your rotations, and I mean, technically you don't have to be slaying, but if you're not slaying at all.
But if we just saw this, the Shadows almost broke it to the point, but it does look like Showguns really stand tall and took over there. But now there's somebody on the point for the side of the Showguns. Showguns have the spawns, they have control, but they're not sitting on the point, and then they're just letting the Shadows just come in here and just take control of this P4. But they do finally clean them off. They
are 100 points down. It's going to be super hard to come back from this if you can't chain hills back to back to back. It's going to be difficult.
They're going to have to start chaining here. The Shadows have really came in, and they're really looking dominant right now. They're cleaning off these points. I don't know why. I just really don't know why Showguns had this match control on the side the whole time and didn't really capitalize off of it. I mean, now they're getting like maybe 10 points off that hill, and they had the spawns there the whole time, and they had the setup. I just don't know why they weren't capitalizing.
Yeah, and then Human was actually on the rotation over here to the next point, but gets taken off because he was the only one there. His teammates were fighting for their lives over there
Gets
on
a
the
one
last.
piece. Stunner gets a huge 2-piece on the side door as the Showguns try to break it. The Showguns are coming in from the back, but you do have Stunner, and then they are holding strong. That's 2 down. Stunner's looking for a 3rd. Stunner knifes Blitz. Wow, they just completely clean him out.
Yeah, Human just getting the worst timing here, and Infinite and Swizz, they're in Stunner. They're just popping off.
I mean,
It's
really,
pretty
they're all
insane to
popping
see.
off across the board. I mean, you got Stunner at 15 and 8, Rec at 14 and 7, Swizz
Yeah,
at
and
12 and 4, and
you
Infinite
got
at 7
Stunner
and
out of
6.
5.
Oh, he is one off that glide. That's a good look. Stunner's going to be looking for the back of his rotation, and he does end up getting the streak, so Stunner does have a glide in pocket right now. Stunner's on a 7. Oh, Ernix, if we can we get switched over to Stunner right now? He is on a 7 streak going crazy.
Stunner does get taken out by Orbit here. And they're trying to break this point. We got Human 3 and 12. See if he can break this hill. He's all by himself. Got his teammate right behind him now. He does pick up 1. Behind him. Does he turn on him? No, Rec comes in there. 3 for Stunner. 20 and 9 on a 3 streak on point. Looking great for Stunner. He knows that Godly's back here on the point. Gets get taken out. Almost, they're about to hit that 200 mark. Once we say in the Call of Duty scene, once you hit 200, it's almost game over.
It looks like Shadows really just came out here all gas, no break. The Showguns have been out-rotated, out-slayed. They're really just having a hard time on the map right now. I mean, there's no other really words to describe what's going on. Unfortunately, they're just getting out-rotated, out-slayed. There's nothing really going on right now on the side of the Shogun.
Yeah, with Shadows here, it just seems like their chemistry and their teamwork together is really showing here, and looks like they play with each other every single day, and that's kind of what you got to do to win around here. Is you got to play every single day, and everybody has to do their part. If one person's failing, the whole team fails.
1,000%. And a lot of people don't really realize that this game is just so heavily team oriented.
Absolutely.
You really got to put as what they say, hashtag time in. But you got Stunner here popping off again. He's going to clean out the point. Bushido did break in and get a little bit of that time, but Shadows really just come back and re-break them almost instantly again. And then if you look on the map right now, the Shadows are pretty much putting themselves in the spot for P2. You do have Human back there holding on the spawns, but if Human does get cleaned out, it does look like Shogun and Human does get cleaned out. So the Shogun are going to give up the spawns, and then the Shadows are going to rotate in and take over this hill. I think we're going to see the end of the game right here. I don't think we're going to go to another P. I don't think we're going to make another rotation. I don't see this game even going to a P3 right now.
Nope, it does look like Shadows is going to win it here. They just wiped out the entire team of Showguns, and there it is. 250. 250, was it 35?
No, they had 51. They had 35, but then they did break into that P1 and get about 20 points before Shadows did re-break. That was a very dominant map one from the Shadows. I was honestly kind of, weary them having to bring in a sub, especially to fill the role for Curry. But Infinite really came in and stepped up and was like, he just had some big shoes to fill, and he did take care. Look at the hill time. He came in with 1:45. That's huge on that side. So that was a
Swizz did have a 9 streak going on there. Showguns did not have the slaying power that they needed. It just looked like they weren't all together. They just kept getting rotated, outslayed, and unfortunately that does not win games. But now we're here with a search and destroy on Hotel. And like they say, S&D wins games. So we'll see what that does here on Showguns versus Shadows.
I agree. Search and Destroy definitely wins games. Prime example, if you look at the CDL, there's a couple of teams out there that are really, really good at respawn, but they just cannot win a Search and Destroy to save their lives, and then they're just going to lose a map 5. I know that Boston had a really big problem about that as well. They just could not win a map 5 to save their life, and Seattle's in the struggle as well. But yeah, we're going to go back into our match, though. And then we're going to pick it up. It is a 3v4 right now. It does look like the Shadows did stay on the offense.
3v3 now. Infinite does get a kill on to Godly here. Oh, my bad. Stunna gets the kill onto it. Rek is putting some shots into Human, but Human's just playing his life. He's just on that top bedroom. Oh, he might be pushing Human here. 2v3.
It's a really interesting take right here by the Shogun. They've really taken a while to get this bomb down. We noticed that earlier in a couple of B matches. Some of these teams really struggled to fast plant on some of these rounds. And unfortunately, it really cost them. But if you look, Human absolutely turns on the Stunna. Wow. You can't let that happen, Stunna. You had... Wow. But we got Swizz here in a 2v1. So, oh, no, it's a 2v2. I'm sorry. I didn't see Rek was still up.
Yeah, 2v2 now makes it a 1v2 with Human last alive. Rek and Swizz is who he's going to be having the battle against. Bomb is down. So he just really has to play his life here and not get caught timing like that. All right, looks like we're switching side. We're going to have the bomb side for Shadows. Let's take a look over here. Let's see who picks up the bomb here for Shadows. See what they do with it. First time seeing him in Search and Destroy here. Stunna is going to pick up the bomb. Uh-oh, it looks like they're going to be trying to fast plant it here on A. We like to see that. Oh, no. Stunna's just going to run around with the bomb. It looks like might catch Blitz off here, off guard. Blitz might catch him off guard with the caught timing, and he does. Bomb down middle of the map. That is going to be a problem for Shadows. Reg does pick up the trade, and Infinite looks like he's going to go for the bomb here. Reg is just watching his back. Infinite is going to go get the bomb, and I think he's going to take it rapid around to B. Picks up that Vaznev. The shotgun, as they say. Orbit is back there watching, but he's the only one here. 3v2. Shadows putting down. Godly gets godly timing on Infinite. Bomb is down B. 1v2. Orbit against Rek and Swizz. The same people we had last time. Bomb is not down. They do have 27 seconds. And Orbit's just playing his life, really. Just waiting for him to lay down that bomb.
It looks like they are going to get the bomb plan over at B. And then it does, Rek and Swizz are going to have this set up. Orbit's going to have a 1v2 retake on this B bomb site. And it's going to be a hard retake for sure. You have Swizz over here really snaking him right here. He's got a POV. He's got some shots on him, so he knows where he is. Orbit does end up taking out Swizz.
Oh. He just has to take out Rek here. He has 13 seconds to work with, and Rek's going to be there with the pre-aim.
Orbit was in a really tough 1v2 there, and he was able to take one out on that retake, but unfortunately Rek was waiting by, and Orbit just didn't, unfortunately, get the chow off that. But that was that did look promising on the side of the Shogun though.
Yeah, Shoguns almost had it. Orbit was trying to make that happen, but we do see Rek pull out this boomstick here, and looks like he's gonna go over here, look over A for his team, try to get some information. Does look like Human's gonna fast plant A here, but Rek gets one. Orbit gets on the trade. Stunna picks up one as well on the bomb plant, takes down Human. Bomb is down A. Stunna is now going to grab the boomstick from Rek. Just watch over that A bomb.
Yeah, that was a very quick round on the side of the Shadows. Two went down on the side of Shogun very quickly, but then an instant trade came in, but then two more fell. So, and then one more fell on the side of the Shogun, so it was a 3v1, and then the Shadows just clean up that round there. It was a very quick defensive round on the side of the Shadows. But now we're going to switch it back, and then we're going to have Shogun on the defense, and we're gonna have Shadows on the offense. So we're gonna see Showgun. We're gonna see what they're gonna do here. You know, Shadows did kind of, they wanted to plant A, but then took it back to B. So I'm curious to see if the Showgun try to read that and see how they react.
Yes, and I agree. And Blitz with a big kill on a stunner there, and it does look like Infinite having just a little bit of a rough game here, 0-2. But Blitz is gonna sit there and watch that bomb. Because really, what they got to do is just make sure the Shadows cannot put this bomb down. Because if they do, it's really hard for them to retake it here. Infinite's gonna take it out. Blitz is gonna get the worst card timing, watching the wrong side. 3v3. Ooh, shots in from from Human, but Human gets traded out by Swizz. Infinite's just watching this cross.
And it looks like they're struggling to put the bomb down quick here again. We've seen a lot of these teams just not be able to get the bomb plan down quite quickly how they should be able to. But it does look like the plan is going to come in on the side of A. It is going to be a 3v2 take on the side of the Shadows. Do have the man advantage, and they do have the bomb down. So we're going to have to see how Godly and Orbit really play this out to see if they could retake this bomb site and get a defensive round on the board.
And there it is. You see Godly take down Rek, but Rek is gonna take down Infinite, but Rek's gonna take back Godly, and Orbit is gonna take down Rek.
We have Swizz on the cross here.
Between Twist. Orbit does have the favorite spot here. If he can survive this bomb. Oh, if Swizz can get there in time.
Swizz might not get there.
He might get it.
Orbit is gonna get the defuse.
Goodness. That is insane. The first time we've seen a defuse like that. Showguns take a round.
You really think Swizz sent out the nade there and he knew he was there defusing the bomb? Swizz knew he was there and he still played it slow, and Orbit was able to get the defuse off. That was an incredible 2v3 retake on the side of the Showgun.
Yeah, that's an absolutely great way to put one on the board. It kind of brings your momentum back up, maybe get your team back on track and locked in instead of kind of wigging out on just trying to get that one. So Rek is still with the boomstick over here. He's watching over the A-bomb as well, but the bomb is going to be planted super fast. We like to see that. If they can get away with their life, that's going to be huge. Human as does as well. And Rek picks up one from Orbit. That is insane. Human picks up Rek as well. 3v3. Ooh. Infinite does pick up Blitz here at mini bar. Stun is going to try to retake this by himself.
We got trades on trades on trades going on right now.
Swizz is one away from the cruise. Can he pick up Human here? Human is going to stun him and take a look. Oh, it's Human. Human gets him. That is a way to put another point on the board there. Unfortunately, he did not get his cruise missile, which was pretty insane. I didn't know he was on a 5.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was on a 5 either, especially since they lost that last round. But now that I think about it, he actually didn't die that last round. But now he does fall, and Shogun do put up 2 rounds in a row. Like I said, you know, that one round where they went down 3-0, it did look promising on the side of Shoguns, and it does look like they are starting to turn this around.
So we are at 3-2. Shadows is going to be planting the bomb here, but we're looking a little weird. Swizz going over to B here. But the rest of his teammates are over at A. And we don't see very much presence of Showguns here. Kind of really just spread out. Bomb still isn't going down yet.
Swizz does get one and get out with his life over here on the side of B. It was a very interesting take how they sent 3A and Swizz over here went B. But if you look on the side of the map, you got 2 Shogun players over here on B. And I think Swizz heard the one in the middle over there. So I'm curious to see if they're able to get this bomb down at A. They should. And that's another one on Swizz.
Wow, Swizz is just absolutely just picking them off one by one. He does get picked out by Blitz. They know that bomb's down, so now they're going to try to retake this Orbit up top bedroom. But does he hear the guy behind him?
I don't think so. I think he has Daddy Pop. Stunna does have Daddy Pop, so Orbit doesn't know he's there, but I think Stunna knows Orbit's there. Oh, but Orbit gets godly timing onto Stunna and is able to take him out.
And Rek does miss his shot from Orbit, so Orbit is able to retake, but he is last alive for Showguns. 1v2. Does hear Rek. Get some shots on the Rek, tags him up. He's watching for Infinite. That's a big win. He does have 3 seconds to go here. And Rek is just going to play his life. Good plays from Rec.
That was a great play out of Rec to play his life right there and able to kill enough time on the clock where he cannot get the fuse. But I just want to point out, Orbit's on a 3 streak right now. Orbit's really won these last 3 rounds for the Shogun. He really took over. He's really taken over the Search and Destroy. He's really put this team on his back. Unfortunately, the Shoguns did not win that round, and they are down 4-2. I did want to point that out, that Orbit has really stepped up in for his team right now.
I absolutely agree with that. You know, he's been in the 1v2, 1v3 situations, and that last round, you know, if he would have just had more time to work with, that would have been, you know, another point on the board for them. But they're just making the wrong plays here, and so it just takes a little bit of time to learn what they're doing wrong. Maybe they can bring it back. Excited to see. Does look like Blitz does have the bomb for the Showguns. Nobody seems to be watching over the shadows because nobody's pushed. This is a perfect time for Showguns to plant the bomb. Looks like the entire Shadows team is moving over to B. Got one guy in the back. Nobody's watching this at all. Bomb's going down A. Looks like it's might be planted for top bedroom.
We are in a 4v3 retake here, so I am curious to see if Shadows, they do have the man advantage, so I'm curious to see if they could break this setup that the Shogun have and to try to get in there and get that bomb defused. They do have a little bit of time to work with, and like I said, they do have the man advantage. They are rotating through the map right now. Just curious to see how this plays out.
Wow, Orbit with 3! Oh my gosh!
Orbit just went huge. Like I stated earlier, this man's really taking over for his team right now. He's really put them on their back to keep them into this Search and Destroy.
That was good Call of Duty and good shots from Orbit there. He is on a 6 streak, so he does earn his precision, or it is glide. Cruise missile, sorry, we're not in Vanguard anymore. But, you know, Orbit, like you just pointed out, he was doing it all for his team here, and he's 10-5.
I just realized he's on a 6 streak. He is on a 6 streak, so he did pick up that cruise missile. By the way, he is going to have that in pocket to play with.
We're playing a little slow here, trying to play his life. He might use the cruise here. Not sure. Does look like Stunner's about to lay the bomb down A. Orbit just used his stun here, you'd be able to tell. Wow, look at that. He's playing his life. Oh, almost picks off Stunner. Stunner is going to nade him. Probably calls that out to his teammates. Yep, there it is. Wreck does pick up that Orbit. And there is a clean wipe from Shadows. 5-3. But is this going to be the 5-3 curse?
I don't know. Honestly, we did see the 5-3 curse a lot in Vanguard last year, but I honestly haven't seen it much this year in Modern Warfare 2.
The last series of maps we've seen between the Kings or the Graybacks and the other team, I forgot their names already. They actually did have that 5-3 curse, so that was kind of wild to see.
Interesting. I think the curse really that's coming out this year is honestly the body shooting. We've seen it quite a few times, especially in the CDL, and we've seen it sometimes here in our league, where if you start body shooting, you do end up. I've seen most of those lose the series. So, but like I said, I haven't really seen the 5-3 curse so much this year.
Oh, look at Rec.
Wow, I didn't even see the flank on that. Rec really got in there and took him out from the side. It really looks like they took over this A. The bomb's down on A. That is 3 down on the side of Shogun. It is a 4v1 scenario for Godly, and that is actually going to be the round. So we don't see a 3-5 curse. Yeah, we see the Shadows. They close this out in a very quick 6-3 fashion.
Absolutely. That makes that 2-0 for Shadows. Gonna go to a control now, which is really team oriented. So if this Search and Destroy did not work with Showguns, they're gonna have to step their game up here in control.
I just want to point out Orbit was 10-7 and had 9 non-traded kills. Well, this is I would say this is shaped out to be a really good series. But you know, the Hardpoint was a really dominant fashion on the side of the Shadows. The Shadows did just take that search and destroy, you know, in a 6-3 fashion. But I will have to say, Orbit did make it interesting. I feel like if he didn't really turn up in those like mid rounds, I think we would have seen not as so much as an exciting, you know, not so much as an exciting map that we did. But Orbit really stepped it up. You could tell he's been playing a lot of S&D. He was able to break down the Shadows by himself for a few rounds, but then, you know, eventually the Shadows did pick up on his playstyle, so they were able to shut him down. And really, once you cleaned him off the map, I mean, it was pretty much an easy round win after that.
And unfortunately, it does look like we have an Al-Bakra Fortress for the control, and we all know how that goes. It's always one-sided, and if you can't get out of that spawn, it's just gonna be a, you know, break. So hopefully we can get Showgun to actually win this one, so we can see a map 4 and go back to a hard point, because I feel like they could turn up a little bit to, you know, maybe show up on that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm just hoping that we don't have to see that, because that's just boring COD to me at that point.
Yeah, spawn die, spawn die, spawn die. It's not fun to watch, nor is it fun to be a part of. All right, we're going into this round 1. It does look like we are going to have the Shogun on the side of the defense, and it does look like the Shadows are going to be attacking. I am curious to see what they're going to do here and how they're going to play this. They could really try to push out and hit A very quickly and just get the 3 easy ticks, or, you know, they could try to rotate and get B, which is going to be the harder side.
Yeah, 3 dead already for the Shoguns. So, you know, props to Shadows. Shadows already almost got a tick on A here, but Swizz is the lone man on the B side. Rek is coming in for the help. Looks like there's 2 on there. It looks like those ticks are going to come in quick. Progress at B. First tick in.
Yeah, Swizz is doing a really good job here, really holding his own, and he's already got 2 ticks over at B, but Rek did come over for the help, so, you know, this kind of stack situation is going to help them out, but Blitz does clean Rek off, but Infinite's in here for the trade. Swizz takes out another. Swizz gets another. Swizz is going absolutely insane on this B point, and he was able to clear it, and he was really pretty much able to get those ticks all by himself. Yeah, you know, his teammates kind of filtered in and helped him out there for a few seconds, but, I mean, really, he did a lot of it on his own. He was on a 5 streak, but does get taken out as he rotates over to A. So, you know, now that they have the full B control, B's already gone. Stunted with a huge 2-piece at the bottom. They're pushing in A, Infinite. So now we have the Shadows are on the A point. They've already got B, so if they get this A point, you know, if they get on it and stack it, it's gonna be gone in no time, and then you're already gonna be down a round, and then you gotta play offense. You know, just Shadows really coming out, showing dominance in this offensive round. They were able to go over there and get B pretty easily and pretty quickly, and then now they're on A, and A is just flying. And it looks like that's another 4 dead for the Shogun, so it does look like they're going to be able to take up that A point as well. That is a full 6 ticks and an offensive win for the first round on the side of Shadows.
Absolutely. We need to see a little bit of a heat up from Showguns, but it does suck when 2 of your players are going or do have breadsticks going into the second round here.
I did think I heard you order some Olive Garden though before this match, so it could be, you know, your breadsticks coming in, you know.
That is true.
But anyways, we're back into this. That's a 3 down already on the side of the Shogun. It looks like they tried to commit over to B, and the Shadows really just read it and was able to clean them out. And now it looks like Shadows are actually about to try to push them up into this spawn trap right here. Now we gotta have to see if Shogun can get out of it.
Yeah, it looks like they do got him in that trap, which is what Shoguns needed to do whenever they're on the defending side. It just looks like Shadows is just outslaying him just a little bit. They just can't get out of this spawn. They got to push back, and you know it sucks to see. It's terrible COD to watch, but hopefully one of these teams can just make a huge play so they can get a point.
Yeah, I agree. It does kind of suck to watch the spawn trap come in sometimes, but you know, it is also kind of a skill at the same time. I mean, it's still really hard to hold a spawn trap. Even, you know, they're set up and like you have 4 people watching 4 different ways, and even they get double, triple chowed and still able to take them out and hold them in the spawn trap. I mean, but it does actually, before I even finish my statement, it does look like Godly got through, but he does get cleaned off pretty quickly. So time is ticking very fast. That is 4 dead on the side of the Shogun. So unfortunately, it does look like time's going to expire and the Shadows are going to take a 2-0 lead in this control.
Yeah, sad to see the Showguns aren't putting any up, but like I said, it did. When you're playing Abagra, it's the worst COD map and mode to watch together. Unfortunately, I never enjoy watching it, nor do I enjoy playing it. But humans seem a little down there. So he's not heating up here. Orbit as well, as we've seen him did pop off on that search and destroy. Hopefully with this defensive round, they can hold him in their spawn just a little bit more.
Yeah, I am curious to see what the Shadows do here, though. Are they going to try to push for A? Are they going to try to push for B? But they just kind of answered my own question. They kind of just flew at mid at him and just chowed him. They didn't really look like they were trying to go for a point. But you got Wreck at the top of Fortress right here. That's actually a really good hold by him. Swizz actually cleans off 1 on B. Swizz gets a huge 2-piece to clean off B, and it does look like he's going to start getting some time. Someone put some shots in him, but Wreck was able to clean him out fairly quickly. Wreck is up there really wrecking havoc, you know. On up top, I'm going to try to switch to him and, you know, try to see what he's got going, but he's on a huge, he's on a 7 streak right now. He picked up the glide, and they kind of have him in a spawn trap here on offense.
Yeah, it just looks like Showguns is not putting a lot of sub pressure on the map and letting their ARs pick off their lanes. So therefore, they're able to just push out and take control over their spawns.
Wreck is on an 8 streak. Finally gets taken out in the back of Shogun's spawn.
Does look like Shadows is going to be making more progress over to B and A at the exact same time.
Stunner! Oh, Stunner almost had a crucial 2-piece there to hold on and get the point on B, but Orbit was able to come in and they double chowed and was able to get the trade. So now looks like the Shadows are going to rotate over to A and try to get some time over there.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be stacking. They get one person off, but Orbit's still trying to be annoying here. Wreck's gonna be the last one for Shadows.
We got Stunner making a play over to B. Stunner takes out 1. He really critically hurts too, but then we got Infinite coming up right here. Human absolutely chows Infinite and guns him, but then Swizz is there for the immediate trade.
Yes, Wreck is trying to get this this one last kill. He does get it on Blitz. That's 2 dead.
Infinite coming in with the cruise, and he wasn't able to pick anybody up with it though.
Wrapping around back here. Blitz does not see Wreck. Wreck is just being a pain in their butt back here in the spawn. Doesn't seem like anybody's getting called out or they're taking advantage, but we do have a 16-3 live for Showguns. Looks like they're going to close it out here. Either they get the tick or they get the kills, and there it is. 3-0 sweep.
Very dominant control there in that map 3 on Albagra. You know, the Shadows had him in the spawn trap on offense. Had him in the spawn trap when they were playing defense. They even had him in a spawn trap there at the beginning of that round on the offense. Wreck was on a huge 8 streak back there, just really causing problems, and finally got taken out in their spawn. But it did look like Shadows had 3 cruises come in on that map.
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate that we see a 3-0 here for Showguns and they get out so early. But yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, so but the predictions have came in. If you put your channel points on the Shadows, you did win your channel points back and probably then some. You know, I can say that Bushido did put up a fight in that search and destroy, but unfortunately when it just came to the respawns, the hard points, and the control, Shadows just look too dominant.
But I believe that's going to be all the matches for us tonight.
Is that going to clear us out on the matches? Well, those were exciting. I had a lot of fun. Be safe, and y'all take it easy. Peace.